Good evening, Master Tanaka. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm Master Morya, and I'm here very pleased to be in the company of all of you. I am very grateful to you, Master, for having called me here today to give a message to all of you. We are all here, ascended beings, beings of light, to bring much love to all of you. You are all in need of this energy. Even though you are made of this energy, you feel lacking in it. You live an illusion where you don't let go of these needs, I would say. At the present moment in which planet Earth finds itself being totally different from the moment in which humanity finds itself, all of us from the spiritual plane have mobilized to bring you much energy, to bring you a change, to those who are open to make a real change in their own life. But see, change is accomplished through your movement. If you don't mobilize to make your own change, no matter how much energy will emanate to you, nothing will happen. So, that is what you must be aware of. Don't expect change to happen because we are here with you today. We have always been here with you, but you never recognize it. It is just that the difference. The light is always present, at every moment, everywhere. For the light there is neither space nor time. So, we have always been with you. Everything is, as you can perceive, within yourselves. Everything is inside you. What you recognize in your life is what is happening. The Master himself has just told you this. But how many of you recognize that this is true? How many of you really understand that this is a truth? Mind you, if you don't understand, you don't accept, you deny that this is a truth, it will never materialize in your life. Everyone here claims to have free will. Yes, this we do not dispute. Everyone has free will. This is a powerful energy. It's through the energy of free will that you make all the change in your life. But what happens? You live in an illusion of free will. You don't understand what free will really is. Free will is totally different from what you are imagining in your lives. The Master gives you a simple example, so that you can absorb in these simple words the energy that is contained in free will. Free will is an expansive energy. It is not stored within your being. What you do today is to store this free will within your being and mold it into this tiny little box that you have within you. In this tiny little box that is inside. And you don't want to understand. You see, all the masters that have been here, all of them in an explicit way, have already told you about free will. But why, even today, do I, Master Morya, need to come here again to talk to you about free will? Because there was no understanding. You see, understanding is a choice. You choose to understand or not to understand. Simply that. You choose to accept or not to accept. You are always choosing. That is a characteristic of beings who live in the three-dimensional world. Since you still live in the three-dimensional world, then we understand that this is still a characteristic that you are manifesting. But what do all of us, like your Master Tanaka, come to tell you? Why do you choose this? Is it your life, your personality, I will put it this way, so wonderful here? Is it so fulfilled that you don't want to be free of it? Is it so precious? What is the real value of a personality? What is the real value of an existence? What is the real value of your life? Everyone from the spiritual plane has been showing you the way, But there is something inside you that is called stubbornness. It is called this hardness that you have inside of you. Don't think that the person who is rigid, serious, is a tougher person than you, who takes everything as if it were a joke. Don't confuse things. You are all within the same stubbornness, only manifesting different characteristics. So, all of you who, yes, want to accompany us, remember, we never disrespect free will. So, to those who want to accompany us, to those who want to make this energetic change, to those who want to free themselves from this personality, to those who have already recognized the value, the weight, as you like to put it, that each thing has in their life, to those who have already become aware that what is most valuable is their own life. So it is for these people that we are here today. We will emanate energy. We emanate energy to everyone unconditionally. All of you who are here, to all of you, we are emanating the same amount, I will say in a symbolic way, of energy. But what each one is receiving is different, because this is the opening that Mother Mary, our beloved Mother Mary, has been asking of you so much. Because how much each one wants to transform their life is how much you give us permission to enter your being. That's why this energy of free will is expansive. It's broad. The more you open your free will, the more you are open to receive the energy of the universe. Here you often say that when something you consider good is happening in your life, you say that the universe is conspiring in your favor. The universe is always in your favor. This energy, which is the universe, it is always in your favor. That's why it allows you to have all the experiences that you decide to have. Please understand, in your experiences, there is no interference from any being other than you. So be aware when you have been told that free will is a way of being, that free will is an energy. If you really want to become one with the universe, this free will, it must expand. It must become a universe. It can no longer be tucked away in this little tiny box of yours. You must release it. Within this energy of free will is everything you have already been told. There is respect, there is principle, there is honesty, there is love. Everything is contained within this energy of free will. So, one thing you must stop doing in your life is to separate everything into blocks. You like to separate everything. The energy, it is one. When you decide to fragment the energy, which is what you do here, to fragment the energy, it becomes, I would say, tiny, so to speak. Because you have decided that that wide energy that exists in all space is now this small little thing. This is what you are accomplishing with your life, with this thing you call life. And we, here on the spiritual plane, we call it just existence. Because you don't remember your various existences. You think this one is the most precious. This one is the most precious in the sense that it is in this existence that you are having the opportunity to rise, to become light again. Yes, at this point, it is your most important existence, because it is here at this moment, at this point, here, now, your opportunity to rise. Do not think as you are used to thinking about time. This is why our beloved Master Saint Germain has decided to change the way he is leading you, because he realized that all of you are attached to time. You all think that transformation is for some day, maybe some time from now. You live like this, when I'm ready. You see, there is no such thing. The preparation is now. The moment is now. Everything is now. Because if you, let me put it in a way that you understand, if you are going to think, the only time that exists is now. When you cling to a future time, you are clinging to an illusion. Therefore, your most important moment is now. The time when you must do it, when you want to do it, is now. The time for you to make a decision is now. Stop living this illusion of time. If you really want to live this third dimensional energy and rise to a fifth dimensional energy, as it is the purpose of this work that is being done here, which is the purpose of this work, which is what we are doing together with your master Tanaka, you must stop believing this illusion of time. It has already been explained to you that when you are focused on now, the universe, it presents itself to you. Because from the moment you are focused on now, on your being and on now, there are no more barriers. There are no more of these differences that you insist so much on seeing. When you insist on judging, on comparing, you are insisting on seeing the differences. The moment you are focused on now, on your being and on now, there are no more differences. Because within a single moment, there is only one energy, the real energy. This is what you must, yes, always, whoever wishes, this is what you must focus on. I ask that you all understand what focus means. Focus is not maintaining a tiny little consciousness. See that it is different from what you have in your collective consciousness. When people talk about focus, they talk about you having a tiny little consciousness. No. When we talk about focus, it is this expansion of consciousness. It is you realizing that the world, that the whole universe, that all universes are within your being. Therefore, you are in control of everything. So, you see how broad this energy of free will is. Stop using those simple words, free will, lightly. When you use words lightly, you don't realize what you're causing. Because every word, even within this collective consciousness, has an energy. It has a meaning. So it moves an energy. The word itself has an electromagnetic field. So when you, through this power that you possess inside, because you were all created in the image and likeness of God, then you possess this power inside. When you, with this magnetism, with this power, use words lightly, you are causing many catastrophes. Because it's your magnetism that makes that word, which has a meaning, an energy in it, to manifest itself. That's why Master insists so much on telling you not to repeat negative words. Because this magnetism of yours makes this energy that is accumulated in this word precipitates. And it is not only precipitated in your small world, because your little world is not small. Don't think that your little world is small. Your little world is the universe. These multi-universes. All this energy is your world. So when you do these frivolous things, you are causing many catastrophes, as you know here, in all universes. The energy that is moved by you here is not limited to this space. You think that you are beings without any power. But you see, all of us who are coming here to bring you messages, we are making you aware that the truth is different. So, what do you have to do in your lives? It is to change the way you use your power. See, you all possess this power. All of you. All of you. Be aware of using it to do good. Don't think that if you sit still and don't move, don't do anything, you are not doing anything in the universe. If you don't move the energy, it cannot remain stagnant. The normal, natural state of energy is to always be in flux, to always be flowing. So if you don't move, don't make this energetic flow, you are harming yourself and the whole universe. So all of you must become aware of this and really take all this knowledge that is brought to you here and put it into practice in your life. The practice, it is not a difficult thing. The practice of all these exercises that are brought here are all simple. They are all simple and can be performed during your daily activity. But what we ask of you is that your daily activity is done consciously. Be aware of the power that you possess and be aware of using this power to do good. Remember, everything is within your magnetic field. Never forget this. And here, what we ask you is to amplify this magnetic field. From the moment you begin to do good, the amplification of your electromagnetic field is natural. This is the flow of the universe. So it happens fully, easily, because this is the natural flow of the universe. To always be expanding, to always be in unity. Everything always simple, without any differentiation. So really do an examination of consciousness and realize whether you are giving the real value, the value to what is really important. Stop attachments. Free yourself from all attachments. Stop thinking that another being is more important than you. Remember that you are your universe, and in that is the greatest love, the only love that exists. Master, do you wish to ask me questions? Good evening. Good evening. What is the best way for me to focus on the now and eliminate my negative thoughts? You see, your question, it is based on attachment. Because you want to know what is the best way, but everything is within your attachment. You are attached to these negative memories. You are the one who doesn't want to release them. This is why they keep acting in your life. Because for you, these negative memories, they are important. They have a weight. So you live only from the past. You are never focused on your present. Because your present is not what is really having a major weight in your life. Because everything in your life is weight. What you live today is not the life you want to live. What you live today, for you, is like passing time. So this is what you must understand, that everything is based on attachment. From the moment you decide to let go of these emotions, let go of these situations, stop blaming people for things that have happened in your life. Because today you have the consciousness that everything that has happened, what happens, and what will happen in your life, which is what you imagine, depends only on you. You are your universe. So this is how you qualify your universe. What is really important to you? This is what you must think about. Meditate. Feel in your heart. Because from the moment you use your rational mind, you will not know. Because when you use your rational mind, as you have been doing until now, you don't get free. Because you enter into an illusion that you want to be free. But look at your emotional. You're emotional. You don't want to free any of these people or any of these situations. Because it is within you that they have caused you suffering. So, from the moment you understand that what is external to you has caused you suffering, you want to deny your responsibility. So, from the moment you want to deny your responsibility, you have already told you, you give up your life. So, life passes as if it were an entertainment. In quotes, you don't value it. So, what I tell you, dive inward. Forgive yourself. Recognize that you caused this in your life. It was not caused by these other people. You have a lot of negative memories inside of you. If you take your timeline, you have chosen to keep the negative ones inside you. The positive ones, they were abandoned. They had no weight in your life. Although now you are denying it to me. You think that the positive ones have had too much weight in your life. They didn't, because what is prevailing? The negative ones are prevailing. So the positive ones didn't matter. That is why your first attitude will be not to deny what I'm telling you. Accept it, because all our words are of love. Don't think that they are criticism. Don't interpret them that way. Otherwise, you will be closing yourself off. So, dive into your inner self. Today, you already know. Accept that you are solely responsible for what is occurring in your life, for what has occurred in your life, because you chose these experiences. So, from the moment you chose these experiences, look at them as they came to magnify your person, to magnify your being. Do not imprison them this way as you are doing. Because if you, inside, your biggest weight are these negative consciences, these are memories that are guiding your life. Realize, everything in your life is being qualified with this negative energy. And this is a self-destructive process. You are young in this earthly age. You may not think so. But things, they occur at a speed in this time of yours, I will say, very fast. Many things would have already happened in your life if not for the interference of our Master Tanaka. Because of the way you keep all the energies within you. But realize that there will come a time for all of you who are here that Master Tanaka will no longer be able to intervene to transmute these energies within you. Then, these energies that you are holding in this negative way, they will precipitate. So, what you have to accomplish now is to let go of these attachments. And in order to let go of these attachments, the first step is to recognize that everything that has occurred, all the experiences that you have had, have been your choices. Take responsibility. From the moment you take responsibility, you take back control of your life. And from that point on, when you are again in control of your life, you do the silencing of mind. But the first process you have to do is to let go of these attachments and to absorb all the energies in a different way. Is that clear? Yes, thank you very much. Good evening, Master. Good evening. I would like to know how I can stop questioning and work more with acceptance. I see that in this question there is a great deal of self-indulgence. Do you understand? That in this question, you don't want to get out of your comfort zone. That is what I'm perceiving. You want a magic formula. There is no such thing. Everything requires a commitment. You want to stop questioning. Why are the questionings inside you? Because you want to judge. Because you are in the energy of comparing, of judgment. When there is questioning, remember, there is judgment. Because if judgment didn't exist, questioning wouldn't exist either. This is what you must understand. You want to stop the questioning. Just stop the judgment and get out of this comfort zone of yours. As I told you, the universe is a flow of energy. You want to keep your energy stagnant. Realize that energy, it cannot be stagnant. If you want to stay with your energy stagnant, you are qualifying it in a negative way, because judgment is a negative form. It is the most destructive energy that exists. So what I say to you, move. Get out of your comfort zone. Just decide. Take back your power. When you ask this kind of question, you want to absolve yourself of your responsibility. See, you all do it. All of you want, let me put it in this way, want the gift, but you don't want to do what you need to do to deserve the gift. In this way, perhaps, you can understand it better. So all of you must take responsibility for yourselves, because all of you must bring to yourselves the mastery of your own life. Stop refraining for taking responsibility for your life, because the moment you delegate the power, your power, to other people or to illusions, as you usually do, you bring it through your magnetism. Because your magnetism, it will never dissipate. Because energy, it doesn't dissipate. Energy doesn't disappear. So, this magnetism of yours will always be there, no matter how much you don't want to take responsibility for it. But from the moment you give your power, your responsibility to an illusion, you are bringing this illusion inside of you. And you already know that this illusion brings you many physical discomforts. But understand that all these discomforts, even these diseases you have caused in your physical body, were because of this kind of attitude. It was because you wanted other people to take control of your life. This is why we told you that you must never forget that your universe is you. When you stop judging, stop comparing, and get out of your comfort zone, the result will be what you want. Is that clear? Yes, thank you very much, Master. Good evening, Master. Good evening. Please, I consciously want to open myself to receive all this wonderful energy from the beings of light, the ascended beings. Yes? And unconsciously, I don't allow it. Why? But you see, you are you. You are a single being. You want to split into two parts, and this is what you must understand. Because you have a very big reluctance, you have a very big denial to say, I want this. But inside you, you don't accept the words that are said to you. That's why I tell you, if you don't accept, you see, the acceptance is not in your rational, it's not in your mind. I see that you are a very rational being. But this was your choice. Understand this. Everything is you. You have chosen to be a rational being, because that was the best way you thought it would be in this existence. But energy, it doesn't stand still. It is a flow. The energy, the way you command your energy, is through your feelings. You can issue a command, a mental command. Yes. Everything must start in a rational process. Because if you, as rational beings, don't do this rationally, nothing will move in your life. So the first movement, yes, must be done rationally. But observe your heart. Observe your inner self. You are used to stifling your feelings. You are afraid of getting hurt. So you have gotten used to taking your heart and keeping it. Because you don't want anyone to hurt you. You are afraid that people will hurt you. Yes, you have memories of giving yourself to people and being hurt. But look, this was your choice. This was the experience that you have chosen. From the moment you have an understanding that the experience that caused you this suffering was your choice, you are liberated. Because you become aware that the one who was in control, the one who has always been in control, is you. It has always been you. It is always you. And this is a liberating path. Often you look at this with regret, because you often feel unable to do this. But look, this incompetence that you feel, this inability, is because there is a judgment. Because you're always judging yourself. Accept yourself. Accept yourself as you are. Then you must always observe. You must become aware of your feeling. Remember, there is no reason for you to be afraid. If you love yourself, realize that. If you have love for yourself, nobody will hurt you, because everything in your world is you. If the energy that surrounds your being is love, there is no such possibility of hurt. When there is this possibility of somebody hurting you, it is because you are not loving yourself. You are flagellating yourself. You are judging yourself. You are condemning yourself. Realize everything is you. So do not try to separate your being. You are one. You are this being. You are a being of light. You are a wonderful being. You are a being that is shrouded in illusions. But your essence is light. Your essence is unconditional love. So recognize this within you. Even if today you tell me that you do not have the knowledge, that you don't know what I'm talking to you about. But the universe is love, the universe of light. When you make these affirmations, taking power over your life, you give the opening for your energy to resonate with the universe. So stop judging, stop condemning yourself. Understand that everything is process. You are in a learning process today. Because from the moment you reincarnated, you began a new existence. You began a new experience. This is a blessing. You have forgotten other existence to start a new experience. This is a blessing. This is the divine gift. So, if today you talk like this, "Whoa, but today I'm already so many years old. I have wasted so much of my life." Don't think this way. All were experiences that I choose to go through. They all came to enhance my being. They all came to show me the way. Today you are here. So, if you are here, you must make up your mind. If you are going to find yourself here fully, do not just bring your physical, bring your energy. And this is done with your heart. From the moment you stop judging yourself, stop blaming yourself, you will already have taken a big step. What I say to you is, do not try to fragment your being any more than it already is. Just love yourself. Because from the moment you love yourself, you start collecting all those fragments and you start putting them together. And from then on, you will begin to recognize yourself. So, what I tell you is, always love yourself, value yourself, and take back the power of your life. Because when you make that kind of statement, as you have done now, you have abdicated your responsibility. Okay? Is that clear? Yes, thank you. Master, I, Master El Morya, I feel very grateful. very grateful. The gratitude I feel for all of you, for allowing me to be here, bring my energy to all of you, is very great. I am very happy to know that I was able to amplify your energy a little more. And I am very grateful to you, Master. And I am always available. So, with much love, with much gratitude, I leave you here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.